Philippe Lamberts in Brussels, welcome to Hard Talk.
My pleasure.
You, like so many MEPs and Brussels politicians, members of the Commission, have to watch what is going on in Westminster, all of the political chaos in London. Do you have patience left, or has it run out?
Well, frankly speaking, when I compare with the degree of patience you need to face inaction against climate change or against rising inequalities, Brexit is just an annoyance, and it doesn't come close in terms of a sense of urgency and necessity. So, yes, we have to cope with that, but frankly speaking, I try to keep my focus on the important things.
Well, you sound extraordinarily sanguine, but many others do not. Let me quote you words just from a couple of days ago from the French President Emmanuel Macron. He said, the EU cannot be permanently held hostage to the resolution of a political crisis in the UK. His temper is clearly fraying.
Yeah, I agree, but I agree with the statement. I'm just saying that we should keep our nerves, as the Brits say, keep calm and carry on, and we'll see where it goes. But frankly speaking, I'm not impressed by the way the British democracy is functioning at the moment, and that's not. I'm not rejoicing at that. I'm disappointed because I have many British friends, and they deserve better than this show.
You say keep calm and carry on. Others appear to be saying keep calm and really contemplate not carrying on. That is, allowing the UK to leave with no deal in place on April 12th. Michel Barnier, the chief EU negotiator over the Brexit process, has said, as things stand now, the option of no deal, as it's known, is now very likely. Do you share that view?
Absolutely. And I've been saying that already since basically the beginning of this year. When you look at, should I say, the behavior of the main parties in the United Kingdom that put party interests above country interests, the logical endgame for that is a no-deal Brexit. So this is indeed the most likely scenario. And I am not sure that the discussions between Jeremy Corbyn and Theresa May will produce anything new, in the sense that what has dominated their behavior so far has been keeping at least a semblance of party unity, both on the Tory side as on the Labour side, because they know that the semblance of unity is a condition either to keep 10 Downing Street or to conquer it. And why? Well, reaching for a bipartisan compromise would mean breaking party unity both on the Tory side and on the Labour side. Now, will both Jeremy Corbyn and Theresa May be enlightened and suddenly discover that countries' interests are more important than partisan interests? I don't know, but I have no indication of any change up until now.
It's interesting you choose to focus on the motivations of the key figures in Britain, and of course Theresa May is front and centre, the most important politician in Britain right now when it comes to handling the Brexit process. You have been quite personal in recent days. You have said that Theresa May, according to your vision of what she's doing, quote, lacks the basic human skills to be a political leader. She has left European leaders, you say, upset time and again with her robotic approach. Is it helpful for you in Brussels to sit there giving us a commentary, a very personal commentary on the qualities of the British Prime Minister?
Well, I think it is only what we have to do. We have to understand how people work. If you want to lead a negotiation, you need to understand how the person across the table functions. But indeed, it's not just her behavior at the European Council, but look at how she manages her own government, how she manages relationship with the House of Commons. I mean, leadership means being able to build personal relationships, build bridges that allow you to achieve results. And what I see so far is someone who seems to be devoid of these basic skills that you need. Whatever we have achieved, we Greens in the European Parliament, is of course based on our expertise, on our sheer weight, which is not that big. We are 7% of the European Parliament, but above all, on our ability to build bonds with others. Well, which is why, even though we are in the minority of the European Parliament, we can score points.
I understand the point you're making about political skills, but surely you have to acknowledge over the last 48 hours something significant has shifted in Britain. Theresa May, having failed to persuade the hardline Brexiteers in her own party to sign up to her agreement with the EU, has reached out across the political aisle to the leader of the Labour Party, as you say, Jeremy Corbyn. They are now locked in talks with their teams of negotiators, trying to thrash out a deal that would allow both main political parties to support it. Has that changed your pessimism about the likelihood of a no-deal outcome?
Even though I'm a Christian, I only believe what I see in politics. And I have yet to see outcomes. That the people talk is a good thing, of course. That's what we do on a regular basis in all mature democracies. And frankly speaking, you would have expected the Prime Minister to engage in such talks before triggering Article 50, or at least while she was negotiating the key parameters of the agreement. Now, better late than never. But again, I want to see results. And I will believe it when I see it.
All right.
Talking is a good thing, but I want to see an agreement.
Let's run through some scenarios, because